So before we get into all your great stuff and what you're doing, can we tell listeners a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Born and raised in Wisconsin, lived in Arizona for 25 years. After high school, I joined the Arizona National Guard, Army National Guard, and spent 9 years there. Was a single parent for about 15 years. Worked odds and end jobs in corporate America and then decided that wasn't what I wanted. So I quit my job and became an entrepreneur. And I guess the terminology now is a serial entrepreneur because I have my hands
Yes.
in about 6 or 7 different businesses. Yeah, that's really it. That's kind of me in a nutshell.
First of all, thank you for your service, and we'll get into the things that you're doing. So that's very, I'm honored. My dad's a veteran, so I'm big into that. So thank you. We were talking before a little bit about you being in Arizona. You were in Tucson. You also lived pretty close where I was living. So you're on the East Coast, Pennsylvania. How many years now? 2 years, 3 years?
Now I've been out here full time for about 2 years and then commuted back and forth for about five.
Okay. So what really got, let's just jump right in. So
Yeah.
what got you going into becoming an entrepreneur? I know you didn't like the job and so forth, but what was that sparking moment?
You know what? I was a single parent. So it was my son was still pretty young. When he got into junior high, we were living in Arizona out in Avondale and he went to a school off of Camelback. And he started playing sports and doing a lot of extracurricular stuff. And it got to the point where his schedule was mixing up with my work schedule. And I was like, I shouldn't have to ask somebody's permission to go take care of my kid or to go watch my sons. So that started rubbing me the wrong way. And it got to the point where I was just like, I'm not doing this. I only got one kid and I'm his only parent. Other one wasn't around. So I'm going to make sure that I'm there for as much as I possibly can. So I quit my job. I just up and quit my job
Wow.
at the time. And I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh crap. I'm a single parent. I got a mortgage. I got 2 vehicles, and I got no job and no money in the bank. Like now, reality kicked in very quickly. This is failure is not an option kind of a situation, and I call it the pucker factor real quick.
Oh yeah.
I think it was one of the best decisions I ever made.